Now in the NCCN guidelines, they improved the status of the sacituzumab govitecan as a preferred treatment option. So with that approval as a preferred treatment option, what are your thoughts about that, and what do you actually say that your oncologists, especially the community oncologists who rely on the NCCN guidelines, when the approval changed that to preferred treatment option in the NCCN?
It's an interesting question, how you integrate guidelines into clinical practice. And I think you're right that community oncologists that see many different cancers, this is an incredibly important guideline for treatment. And NCCN is updated when new data is available. So it's the most updated guidelines we have for U.S. Physicians. So I think having it be preferred is really because it's the only level 1 evidence we have of an antibody-drug conjugate that improves, survival in heavily pretreated triple-negative disease. So moving it earlier in the course of treatment is, for me, sort of a natural progression of how we're treating patients. And we've seen, of course, the press release from ASCO 3 in patients who had PD-L1 negative disease, where sacituzumab was superior to chemotherapy as well in the first-line setting. So to me, it means that, sacituzumab is my go-to drug for metastatic triple-negative breast cancer, because I think I'm going to get the longest response to SG. And being able to move it earlier in lines of therapy is great. I think it also has implications in ASCO 5 and also the datopotamab trial that's looking at these TROP2 ADCs. There's a sacituzumab terumotecan trial, 3 TROP2 ADCs in the post-neoadjuvant setting with checkpoint inhibitors. And the datopotamab also has an arm without the checkpoint inhibitor as post-neoadjuvant therapy for people with residual disease. So also very exciting. And it feels like with this move earlier that hopefully we're going to see really positive results in those post-neoadjuvant trials.